Okay, for the D tier, these are units you kind of want to really avoid and not recommend getting, but there's a few you might want to pick up because there is some evolutions in this one, like Bodak has a pretty good evolution, so you might want to get that one, although that is a code unit, you can't get it anymore, but if you have it, you might want to evolve that one. We've got a couple of other, we got Mesh that used to be pretty meta back in the OG days of Anime Last Stand, not so much anymore. Let's see here, we got Naruto, we still got Escanor Epic, which is, if you can't get Speedwagon or if you can't get Businessman, then that might be a decent one to get if you can't get any other money unit. It's still a decent money unit, not really that good, but you know, if you can't get any other money unit, I'd recommend picking that one up. We have the Squad, which is just pretty much awful at this point. And that's going to wrap it up for D tier. Let's go into the next tier here, which is going to be C tier. So C tier is looking a little bit interesting. We don't have too many units, but we do have the Quincy King, which is not the evolved version, so don't worry, I didn't put the evolved version, like, I didn't put the regular version in like A tier or something. So Quincy King is an alright unit. Its evolution is pretty good. I think it's A tier worthy. I don't think it's S tier, but maybe, we'll have to see. Maybe, I might change my mind on that, but Quincy King is definitely a C tier unit, and definitely not bad. We've got Speed Cart, which is a decent unit. It's, you know, one of those money units that if you can't get Businessman, then you might as well get this one because it's, you know, still a good decent money unit. It'll carry you through World 1. So the next one, Lovely Accurate, which is a unit you can't get anymore, but it was a pretty good unit back in the meta days of Anime Last Stand. We've got Mr. Beast, which is another code unit that you can't get anymore. This was a decent money unit. I would say a little bit better than Speed Cart. Let's see, we've got Dark Flash, which has an evolution. Now Dark Flash has a decent evolution. I wouldn't say it's spectacular, but it's an alright evolution. And that's going to wrap it up for the C tier. Let's go into the B tier. So the B tier, we've got a few units here. We've got Commander Kai, Izabono, which is a couple of new units from last update, and we got a couple of those. We've got Heavenly Chad, which is still a really good secret, still really good. We've got Time King, which is a really good slow unit. We've got the Wind Guy, which is really good. We've got, let's see here, we got Idol, which is still a really good money unit. Then we got the evolved version of Speed Cart, which is the best waifu. So this is still, I would say, one of the best money units in the entire game. Of course, Businessman is the best money unit in the entire game, but this is definitely the second best money unit in the entire game. Maybe Idol's a little bit better. I'm still 50-50 on that. We've got Green Esper, which is still absolutely meta. Definitely pick up Green Esper. I maybe should put this a little bit higher on the tier, but definitely pick up Green Esper. It is a phenomenal unit. Definitely B tier worthy, maybe even A tier worthy. So my recommendation, because of its slow, definitely pick it up. So that's going to be it for the B tier. Let's go into the A tier. So the A tier here is looking a little bit interesting because we've got a couple of new units. Well, we've got more than a couple of new units. We've got Rinku Kai, we've got the other unit, and then we have, I'm sorry there's no images or anything like that, but what can you do? So Rinku Kai, Aizen Mugen, and the other two characters, which I thought they were alright. I looked at their stats. I think they're all about A tier worthy. I still think they're not like S tier worthy, but there are a couple of new units that are going to be S tier in this tier list. But let's talk a little bit more about this. We've got Bodak Planet Destroyer, which was one of the new evolutions, which was actually pretty good. We've got Shadow, which is still a really good unit. Then we got the Vice Captain and Vice Captain the evolutions. So those are still a really prime meta character. I definitely recommend picking up those ones, especially Vice Captain, because that can easily carry you through story mode in World 1. So that is definitely a really good unit. And of course, we've got Shadow, we've got Slime, which is not the evolution, so that one's pretty good. So that's going to be it for A tier. Let's go into S tier here. So we've got quite a few new units here. We have Aizen Final Orb, which you can get that by raids, which I'm going to make a video on that a little bit later on, which is going to be good because you can get this, you can AFK. So this is probably one of the most easiest units to get in the new update, like right now. So we've got Roku, we got, if I can say her name, Roku, Blood War, which is a really phenomenal unit, really good slow. Then we got the other one, which is really good, and then we have Ken, which is a really good unit, but definitely the best unit this update is going to be Aizen Final Orb. Definitely the best unit. I wouldn't say it's beating like, you know, like Escanor Godly or Dio Over Heaven or anything like that, but I still think it's a pretty good unit, definitely worthy of the S tier. I don't think it's better than Ren Goku, but it's definitely in the S tier worthy because it is a pretty good unit. So that is going to be the entire tier list. I'll catch you guys in the next video.